should be talking. That should be something I should do. Next time we're gonna get straight into the game. We got until the 16th to play this and one other game. Test. Yeah, you guys can hear me pretty well, I think. Let's go. We're not that far into this game yet, which is quite worrisome, but we'll see how far we get. Oh man. That's Tentacle Lady? Yep, it is. Oh, Aqua. Fancy seeing you again so soon. Hi, Freya. Hi, Mjolik. Good evening, Miss Aqua. Let's put us here. It's fine. How are you two doing? Same old. I'm good. How about you? I'm fine, thank you. And you? Oops. I asked that already. I'm sorry. Don't worry about it. It's Myrtle here. Oh, the game developer. Right, the orc game developer. So far, it's only me and Mjolik. We have you with us now, of course. Are you meeting with her tonight? Oh, it's not that. I was just wondering whether she's coming here again tonight. You have her email, right? Yeah. Why don't you just tell her to come and meet you here now? That always works with me for whenever I want to talk to someone. That wouldn't be nice. It's not that important anyway. I just wanted to follow up on the questions her team sent today. Follow up directly, I mean. Anyway, I should order something. Take your time, Miss Aqua. It's alright, I'll order now. I have a cup of tea with lemon and cinnamon, please. Oh, I have to make them right, I forgot. Tea, lemon, cinnamon. Tea, lemon, cinnamon. Easy, she tells me what to do. Serve it. Here you go. Oh, it looks so pretty. If I'm not mistaken, it's called Russian tea, right? Oh, you knew? I heard about it once. I'm pretty sure the only part that's Russian is the name. It was originally a community cookbook or something. You're right. Whoa, that's a highly specific fun fact to know. I guess I spent too much time browsing the internet. When did you arrive, Freya? I've been here since you left last night. Bulb? Finish drinking first, Aqua. I'm sorry. I said you haven't left? I was just joking. Oh. That would be crazy. I was crazy once. Why? Oh no, I didn't mean to offend you or anything. It's just that you shouldn't forget to take breaks. You too, Mjolik. Please make sure you get enough rest. Of course, I will, Miss Aqua. Thank you for the reminder. By the way, Aqua. Yes? Where do you come from? Because judging from your accent, you're not from the States, right? I'm not. I'm from the ocean. I mean, yeah. I would have guessed that. Well, so you're full-fledged oceanic? Born and raised in the sea. Why did you move here? Chasing the American dream, I guess. You moved with your family? I guess not. No, I'm the only one who could move here. Oh. May I know why? It's not easy for our people. Especially the females. To get a higher education, I got scholarships and the opportunity. I wasn't sure about moving, you know, but my parents pushed me to do it. How long have you been here? Almost 2 years now. Do your parents visit often? They can't. Do you know how hard it is for my people to get a US visa? I'm sorry to hear that. It's okay, we're still in contact. We do a video call at least once a week. How does that work underwater? If she's from the ocean, how does she breathe here? Do you have any siblings? Of course. We are sea people. Sea people. My extended family is probably as big as Seattle's population. Whoa, that's a lot. You really have that many relatives? Of course not. I was just exaggerating. But if you count my grandpa's kid and grandkids, there are hundreds of us. Okay. How about you, Freya? Do you have any siblings? I have. Not as many as you, I assume. I have a little brother, 4 years younger. He also lives in Seattle. No, he's living in San Francisco. Near our parents' house. He's the good kid and I'm the rebel. Working some high-end tech job. While taking care of my dad on the weekends. We got a new fact. Aqua. Full Metal Conflict video games in general and grandma. Moved to Seattle to achieve my dream of advancing technology as far as we can. Trying to find a place and person where I belong with. While doing something I love. A mermaid from Atlantis. Oh, so Atlantis here is not... Oh, I guess it is sunk. Yeah, okay. And a friendly introvert tea lover. And we got Russian tea. That's nice of him. I know, right? That reminds me. I should visit my parents after finishing this draft. You should. Visit them while you can. I know. Anyway, I want to order something. Another espresso? You know, the usual. Do you have a drink? Okay, that's fine. There were more money for us, I guess. Your espresso's ready. Thanks. Bitter. Just the way I love it. And that's the orc? No. Good evening, sir. What are you? You have a little thingy on your hand? Or is that your phone? That might just be your phone. Is he a pig or a mouse? Good evening. How can I help you, sir? She's chatting with someone? Maybe... game developer? Ah, yes. I don't know what to order. Something to raise your spirits, perhaps. Nothing you like on the menu? I can make you a custom drink if you like. Actually, are you familiar with STMJ? Maybe something orange juice related? TMJ. I'm sorry, I've never heard of it. If you can tell me the ingredients, I'm sure I can recreate it. Ah, lucky me. STMJ stands for Susu Telur Madu Yaha. Ah, no, of course. It's Indonesian. It means milk, egg, honey, and ginger. 4 ingredients. Understood. Wait, do you have eggs? I certainly have. They're not on the shelf, but I'll add egg once I've mixed the rest of the ingredients in. I'd love that. 1 cup of STMJ, please. We're gonna have to look that back. Milk, egg, honey, and ginger. So milk, honey, and ginger. Milk, honey, ginger. A drink with egg, honey, ginger, milk. How do I... Here's your STMJ. Let's see. You almost got it right. I'm sorry. Care to point out a mistake? I guess it's the honey. You should have put the ginger in after the milk. I see. Okay. So... milk, ginger, honey. I've traveled to so many places in the States, And none of them got the STMJ right. Excuse me, may I ask you girls something? Sure, ask away. What kind of things do you kids like doing nowadays? Excuse me? Aren't you college students? No, we're not. I don't like how you got closer. It's kinda odd. I see. Ah! Kinda odd, right? Yeah. May I ask how old you are? You're being creepy, old man. Go back to your chair and keep your distance. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be creepy. Oh, he's okay. Hey, Mulek. Who is this pervy old man? I have no idea, it's his first time here. I want to be able to understand the young people. I think he's okay. Thank God you're here, Officer Georgie. What's up? There's a creepy old man trying to flirt with us. I don't think that's the case. Where? Oh, hello, sir. You mean him? Yes, but not so loud. This man is Rachel's dad, Freya. Ah, wait. Rachel's dad? He's a cat? I'm sorry for calling you a pig, sir. I guess I can see it now, yeah. Hi, Tom. Fun fact, Freya's tattoo is a reference to the late creator's favorite Final Fantasy game. Is that 9? No, 11, I think. Yeah, I think 11. Okay. But she said he wasn't that much of a gamer, right? I guess. Okay. He has to meet me, so I told him to come here. Oh. I didn't know that Rachel's dad was a perfect old man. Poor guy. No wonder she ran away from home. Everyone, please meet Mr. Furlong. Okay. Rachel's dad. I like the name. Mr. Furlong, please meet Freya and Mulek. Please call me Hendry? Hendry, okay. I apologize for earlier. I wasn't trying anything funny. I'm sorry about that. Wait a minute. Your name is Hendry Furlong? Is he an offer? Yes. And you're Rachel Florencia's father? Yes. Furlong? Hello, Sir Koen. 9, okay, right. Florencia. Why do you have different last names? What are you trying to pull? Florencia was my late wife's maiden name. I see. She's being awfully quiet. She's like, what's happening? What's happening here? Why am I here? Oh, I'm sorry. Rachel chose it for her stage name. Okay. Freya. Okay, I think I better work on my novel. I'm sure you guys have a lot to talk about. Freya, I'll come with you. Okay. Anyway, what was it that you wanted to talk to me about? Do we have him now? We do. Oh, and is that Rachel when she was young? I like that, okay. It's about Rachel. The night when you drove her home. Was she hanging out with shady people? Well, I think one of them was a bit shady. Hey, I heard that. What? I'm not a criminal. I'm just kidding. She was in this coffee shop talking with Freya and Mulek here. She wasn't in any danger. Are you sure? What about before that? Whoa, calm down. Is everything alright? Hendry is anxious. It's just that I feel that she's getting more and more distant. I don't know how to talk to her anymore. Or even what to talk about. I don't know what kids her age are into nowadays. Every time we talk, we ended up fighting. I have 3 daughters. We fight all the time. One thing that I learned? Give them time and space. But be there when they need you. Or you can just bribe them. One time I had a fight with my eldest daughter. She didn't want to talk to me for a week. I know she loves pizza, so I went to Rocco's and bought her favorite pie. Do people call pizza pie? I guess pizza pie. Okay. I left the pizza on the table like a trap. Then I just waited for her to take the bait, just like a stakeout. Once she took a bite of the delicious pepperoni, I casually grabbed a slice and sat with her. That pizza really helped smooth things over. After that, she wouldn't stop talking. So you gotta get her pizza. What if what she loves doing is a problem? Rachel loves singing and performing on stage, and it makes her money. I'm proud of what she has achieved with her career. She's really young, but the entertainment industry isn't that kind of place. Oh, he was in the business well, right? Somehow. Not a label, not a media, not a fans. And I don't trust her new manager. Rachel's just a little girl. What if she gets arrested? Or forced to do drugs? Did something happen? Well, nothing's happened yet. I just feel it in my guts. Is it possible that you're just being paranoid? I don't know. Maybe? Psst, Mjolk, I need to go now. Thanks for the drink. Take care on your way. I love and hate her sound when she enters or leaves a store. It's very distinctive, but I don't really like the sound that much. Well, can't you just find another manager? Rachel's already 18, so legally she can sign contracts without parental approval. I've been trying to tell her to quit, but every time I brought it up, we just ended up fighting. As a parent, there's really nothing much we can do, other than guiding them and being there when they need us. Sooner or later, we'll have to trust them to make their own decisions. And with everything we've taught them, hopefully they'll make the right choices. What if she made the wrong choices? I can do a background check on that manager. If that will ease your mind. Please do. Okay, give me a name. It's Morris. Morris Lester. Got it. Oh, isn't he the guy in today's paper? Oh, can I still see that? No. That's a shame. Anyway, I'll let you know if there's a hit. Hold on, I gotta take this. Just got a call. I've got to go. I'd love to talk more about this with you. Let's meet again soon. Wait. You have my contact details. Call me if you ever need my help. Wait. Hello, sir. Now you're alone with me. Link. Don't worry, I'm sure everything will be alright. I used to manage a girls band. Right, you were a manager. That's it. I knew there was something with him in business, but I didn't remember what. I've seen bad things happen. That bad? Yeah. I was against her joining that pop group at first. But my wife, Rachel's mom, she convinced me to give it a chance. Ever since she's been gone, I don't know how to talk to Rachel. With her wanting to do more of her own stuff. I don't know what to do. What do you mean by her own stuff? modeling and a solo singing career. It's a whole different world than a band. I'm familiar with that side of the biz. But things have changed, right? Even if it has, I don't think it's for the better. Oh, she's back. She's like, hey, you know what? I want to hear more. She survived being an idol. Even managed to graduate and start a solo career. She sounds like someone who can take care of herself. Don't you think so? She's not ready. I don't want her to get hurt. There are a lot of bad people out there. People that want to take advantage of her. You're her father. I understand you might be worried. However, you shouldn't hinder her from achieving her dreams. I just want what's best for her. Is it really what's best though? I think she's born to soar. But she's just a girl. My little girl. Seriously. That's your argument. I didn't mean to sound that way. It doesn't matter whether she's a boy or a girl. You'll drive her away if you keep on acting like this. With your knowledge, you should be able to help her achieve her dreams. I was once a stubborn girl too. Maybe I can give you a little advice on how to handle rebellious teens. I love to hear it. Is it okay if I stay a bit longer, Mulek? No, go away. Is that the end of the day? I see, okay. Shadows that will help you try to hide. Bitter heart. Lemon, cinnamon... milk? Maybe? Hold on. Hello. Military personnel stationed along East Coast to prevent immigrants flooding in from the Atlantic. I see, okay. Werewolf representatives pushed the ministry for more accessible sedative. A doctor from Salachtown arrested for experimenting with child cloning. Okay. Are you sure that would be okay? Yes. I mean, it'll be really hard to pull off, but it's something that will make the story different. Different isn't always good. It's a neat concept, but you need to handle it carefully and gracefully. I know. Ding. Oh, Mr. Werewolf. Hey, Gala. Good evening, everyone. Welcome, Mr. Gala. Am I interrupting? It looked like you were having an intense discussion. It's nothing. Mulek was just giving me feedback. It's for the book I'm writing. Sounds like a heavy discussion. What are you up to tonight? I'm just planning to sit and relax. Please don't let my presence interrupt you. Oh, don't worry about it. Is the vampire coming? Although I need to interrupt Mulek for a moment. Sure, how can I help you? Can I have a cup of... You remember my remedy? Tea, ginger, and something else. My last order didn't quite hit the spot. Remember, it's tea and ginger. The last thing is definitely a different ingredient from either of those. Okay. It's tea, ginger, mint. I think last time we tried honey. Let's try mint. Ginger mint tea. Let's trash it for now. Tea. Tea, mint, ginger. Mint ginger tea. Let's try it. Nope. This drink doesn't even follow. It does. I want to try again. I want to try again. Maybe it has to be ginger a second. Let me get to his drink. There we go. Tea, ginger, mint. Ginger mint tea and not mint ginger tea. So we'll see. It's not it. Nope. Like, that's just dumb. It does. You're done. I have a lot of new homework thanks to you. You're welcome. Is Hyde coming? No, I'm by myself tonight. It's gonna be a peaceful night then. That's mean, Freya. Oh, come on, I was just joking. He needs to learn how to communicate his thoughts nicely though. He might not look like it, but he's a very kind person, you know. He doesn't show it, that's for sure. That applies to you as well. Ah, come on. Baileys. Good evening, everyone. Welcome, Mr. Baileys. Hey, how are you doing, Freya? Not good. What's going on? Jörg was just criticizing my story. It's called feedback. It's cruel. It's necessary. Sounds interesting. What's the problem with the story? The story is non-linear. Kinda like the movie we watched a while back. And quite complicated. Imagine a choose your own adventure storybook, but for adults. Sounds pretty common so far. But instead of telling you which page to turn to, each decision you make will give you a score. What? That score will determine which page you should go to. That sounds more like a video game than a book. I know. It's not that original. But my target here is a mainstream audience. Huh? With the help of my publisher, this kind of book may go mainstream. Just like that Choose Your Own Adventure show on that stream. It was nothing new, but because of the marketing and then names involved, it reached the mainstream market. That sounds interesting. And highly ambitious, Freya. At least it's simpler than my other idea. Which is? Making the novel not in the form of a book, but in the form of story cards. Story cards? I know, right? As if she has all the time in the world. And that's before even considering the sensitive issue of setting the story in a world where only humans exist. What did you say? No, there's a reason why it has to be that way. Just wait until I finished it, okay? Alright. As Mjörg said though, I won't have the time. Getting a normal pitch approved is already a steep climb. Let's not make the mountain even higher. Fair enough. What's the story all about, by the way? You'll have to wait for it. Don't want to spoil the fun, if you say so. Anyway, I haven't ordered anything. What do you want to drink tonight? Ginger latte, if you know how to make it. A ginger latte. Wait. Coffee, milk and ginger? Wait, I said coffee, milk and ginger. Ginger latte. Well, we don't have it yet. A green tea latte is... Wait, where did I go? Green tea milk. Oh, maybe... Which I don't think so. It's milk, ginger milk? No. Ginger milk, okay, no. Milk, ginger. Oh, but now I can't do coffee anymore. Okay, we have to start with coffee. Then milk and ginger. Let's see. Let's try it. I don't think this is it. Thanks. It's good, but you need more ginger. So it's 2 gingers. Oh, okay. How are you doing, Baileys? Still busy with your last client? Oh, I'm done with her. Done? As in, you're dropping the project? Hey, I'm not crazy. I still need the money. Done as I finished the job. I spent the past few days making sure it's even done before the deadline. Did she like it? Oh, she loved it. We had some complaints, of course, but I convinced her by using some design terms she doesn't understand. So you finish your job by bullshitting her. The finest bullshit, my lady. That's one survival skill every freelancer must have. Are you working on anything right now? No, I'm taking a break from work. I need to work on a few personal matters. Oh. Like Yanua. Something like that. By the way, I'm curious. How did you guys meet? If you don't mind me asking. I don't mind. It's just that I was young and stupid, you know. Oh, come on. Who hasn't been there? You're right. So, I was a bit of a player back in college. Spicy. And I was going after my then best friend's girlfriend's friend. Wait, what? Okay, I'll say it slowly. I used to have a best friend. He was an incubus. Okay. Let's call him Cookneck. Cookneck has a girlfriend, right? And that girl has a friend. The friend is the one I'm after. Okay. Gotcha. She was one of the hottest girls there. But everyone knew she wasn't the type of girl you'd want to date. Why? I don't want to get into the details of it, but the succubus was super hot, and all the guys wanted to sleep with her. She was a player too. That doesn't sound like Lua at all, because I wasn't Lua at Genius. Lua was my friend's girl. Holy moly, that is getting spicier. The other girl's name was Let's just call her Rose. And knew Lua thanks to her relationship with Koknek. That's a fake name you made up, right? Yes. Now will you let me continue without interruptions? Okay. So I asked Lua a lot of things about Rose. She knew what I was after. It annoyed her so much. But I kept on bothering her. I mean, I was a pretty active guy back then. So Lua came over to visit us at one point. I lived with Koknek back in college. I'd been out and I just got back just as Lua arrived. A total coincidence. We went into our place together and witnessed something surprising. Koknek was sleeping with Rose. Okay. Holy mother of moly. I saw the look on Lua's face. The disbelief, anger, sadness. And without even thinking about it, I punched Koknek in the face. Right. I got into a fight with him. Oh, I haven't told you. Koknek was a Brazilian jiu-jitsu tutor for kids. He's pretty good. Oh my. Yeah, I landed at one punch, and he beat me to a pulp. Easily. Lua begged me to stop fighting on her behalf. More like she begged Koknek. Hey, I wasn't kidding. I lost, but I don't give up so easily. I wasn't beaten pretty bad. I was beaten pretty bad. So Lua took care of my injuries. We grew closer after that. And I don't even remember the exact date, but suddenly, that friendship turned into a relationship. That's one hell of a story. I know. Have you guys seen her by any chance? Lua came by a few days ago. How was she doing? She hasn't returned any of my calls or texts. Well, she's healthy, that's for sure. She's got into an argument though. Wait, with whom? That was this male model? A model? I didn't think she was the type of girl to go out with a model. Oh, they weren't together. What were they arguing about? Well, we were talking about your relationship. Lua told us the reason behind the fight. About your family stuff. And then this guy Hyde joined the discussion. What did he say? He didn't understand why Lua would insist on getting family approval. Considering, you know, you're willing to leave your own family. You would do that for her. Yeah, I would. I'm sick and tired of my family. Why would you say that? Let me tell you about my family. Or I should say, most elfin families. They all think they're so high and mighty. If you're born an elf, there are certain unwritten rules you must follow. Reputation and appearance are everything. We must never ever make our family look bad. You can only befriend certain people. You must dress a certain way. You can only have certain jobs. Jobs that are deemed worthy and successful. Like being a doctor, a lawyer, or a CEO. You know. Ever since I was a kid, I've always wanted to be an artist. I love drawing and creating art. However, becoming an artist is not something elves would deem suitable. Unless you become the next Da Vinci. So when I switched from a business major to an art major, my parents went crazy, screamed like they were on fire. They told me that I'd never be rich or successful. All that because you chose an art degree. You want to know the worst part? They blamed Lua. What do you mean? They blamed her for my decision to pursue my passion for art. He yelled about how her kind is ruining the country. Accusing their religion of worshipping the Dark Lord. Accusing her of putting a spell on me and cursing the family. Wow. I mean, come on, this is the 21st century. That's so not cool. I don't want to sound judgmental, but your family is pretty racist. Tell me about it. Lua's the only person that can make me feel alive. She showed me how I can be free and pursue my dreams. I don't understand why Lua is so obsessed with the idea of reconciliation with my family. I just don't get it. I have no problem leaving my family, you know. I would happily leave them for the both of us. What about her? What about her and her family? You may be happy to leave your family. However, it may not be the same for her. Yeah, do you have something to say? Perhaps you could give us a different perspective. Sorry, I didn't mean to eavesdrop. I couldn't help overhearing your story. I assume that the person you're talking about is not an elf, correct? Yes, he's a little succubus. I see. I'm a werewolf. For werewolves, the wolf pack is the most important thing. We'll put family before any other. We often have our own problems within the pack, but we won't abandon our family for anything. Perhaps that's also true for her and her family. Besides, if you leave your family for her, wouldn't that make your parents believe that all those bad stereotypes about succubi are true? I never thought of it that way before. Whether you like it or not, your actions will have an impact on her as well. And if you leave your family for her, that will put her in a difficult spot. She might feel responsible for your actions. There's nothing to feel bad about. I'm leaving my messy family to create a better one with her. It's easy for you to say that now, but you don't know what the future holds. One day, circumstances might change. One day, one of you might regret your decisions. One day, you might use the I left my family for you card. We love each other. I'll be with her whatever the circumstances may be. You know, love is like a flame. It might burn fiercely at first, but over time it will die down if you don't maintain it. Maintaining it won't be easy, it will be hard work. Because life is full of storms. And marriage, it will not survive on love alone. Whoa, that's deep. We love each other. And that's enough for us. Tell me, do you have health insurance? What? I'm an elf, why would I need health insurance? You'll need some. What for? Immortality is an elven privilege. But you'll lose it if your family disowns you. I've seen people go bankrupt because they fell ill or got seriously injured. Empty their entire life savings for an $8 pill because if in this country they charge 20,000 for it. And if you decide to have children, they won't have the same privileges you do. There's a high probability that they'll get bullied for being a half-breed. There are consequences. It shouldn't be taken lightly. We haven't met any half-breeds yet. Like at some point you'd expect to meet more half-breeds, because this is not the first time this would happen, right? Anyway, I've got to go. I apologize for my intrusion. No, thanks for your insights. I've got to go too. Want to head out together? Sure. Thanks for the drink, Murloc. And Freya. Bye. Okay. What? You made me lose 2 customers in a minute. Hey, that wasn't on me. They were leaving anyway. Are you going to write that in your book? It's a secret. If your book is based on this coffee shop, how can you present a story like theirs in a world with only humans around? I'm not sure. Perhaps a hot drink will give you some inspiration. Sounds like a great idea. Sugar and spice. Spices feed a natural bliss in a cup. Tuesday, September 29th. It's going pretty fast now, I think. Woo, Faust is stopped major hospitals selling Fury sedatives illegally. Okay. Coachella 2020, 10 reasons why you should go. Sports tournaments in space might be only a few decades away. Hey, it's these two. He never really changed. Hold on. Wait. No. We're here now, right? Yeah. Why can I skip to... No, I can't skip here, I think. Okay. But are these the only days that we have? So 6 more days, maybe. Maybe. Then I wonder what the 25% means, because then we're already pretty far into the game, I think. Alright. He really never changed. I know. But it was surprisingly nice. Catching up with people from back then. Thank you for forcing me to do it. Don't mention it. Hey Mulek. I'd like to order again. The usual. Back to the experiment. Yes. You know what? Try adding milk to the ingredients you already have. Alright. You know what to do. Tea, ginger, milk. Sure, we already did this. Ginger milk tea. It's so beautiful. And now it's kind of just bites. What if we do this? Alright. Invert? I don't know what these do. I don't think they do a lot if you're rotating. No, that's just beautiful what we made. It tastes just like I asked. Too bad it's not it. What about you, Mr. Hyde? Would you like to order anything else? I'm good for now. I couldn't help overhearing you both. It sounds like you two go way back. We do, I guess. He was my bodyguard. Oh. Didn't you meet here? Yeah, when this was a bar. What happened exactly? He was getting his ass kicked by a couple of dwarves. Oh, I want to see some dwarves in this game. Ugh, those two bastards. It wasn't a pretty sight, so I intervened. Aren't vampires supposed to be, you know, tough? Just because I'm a vampire doesn't mean I know Kung Fu. Besides, I had a couple of drinks. I could have taken them both on if I was sober. A couple? Really? You were trashed, Hyde. You told them I was your bodyguard. Wait, were you not his bodyguard? No, not at the time. We didn't even know each other. But because of that whole fiasco, we both got kicked out. And then this wasted vampire stuck to me. Like, well, you know, to a blanket. Obviously he was too drunk to drive, so I hailed a cab. Turns out he was also too drunk to tell the driver where he lived. And I stuck with him until morning. Thanks for not leaving me on the street, Gala. Those dwarves could have killed me. Who were they? I'm not going to confirm or deny anything, but it's possible they may have ties to the mafia. A dwarf mafia? Okay. And they might have lost some of their money on the stock market. A lot of their money. They wanted me to launder their dirty money, so I decided to screw them over instead. Yeah, I overheard what they were talking about before the fight started. I knew Hyde was innocent, and that's why I helped him. He might be an annoying asshole, but he's not a thief. What a stroke of luck, the universe sending me a guardian angel in a time of my need. So the next morning I offered him a job as my bodyguard for real. After all the trouble you caused me the night before... Hey, I took you to breakfast. Don't tell me that counted for nothing. I have to say, it wasn't my proudest moment. I was broke, breakfast was an offer I couldn't refuse. It was the late 60s, mind you. It wasn't easy finding a job, especially for people like me. Werewolves? War veterans. I see. So how did you go from working as a bodyguard to working in a hospital gala? Well, when he was working with me, I noticed I'd preferred if he skipped that part. I'm sorry, but I don't want to go into any details about it. It's alright. Forgive me for asking. I don't mind telling you the quick and dirty version. Long story short, he helped me with something. Let's just say something from my past. Thanks to that help, I found a new purpose in life. Helping other people live. Of course, it's not easy for a veteran werewolf to become a nurse or a doctor. That's why I chose hospital admin instead. So you could say I owe this guy my life. Thanks to his stubborn persistence in helping me when I needed. Thank you for sharing your story with me. I didn't expect such a tale from you. I know. Anyway, Mielek, I'd like to order something now. What would you like? Can you make a tea-based drink that's warm and cool at the same time? A tea-based drink that's warm and cool at the same time. Yeah, I think this, but... And honey, maybe? Well, you didn't ask for honey. Hold on. Maybe, and then that would work. Tea, mint, and ginger. Let's see. Exactly what I wanted. By the way, it feels like this place is missing someone today. Yeah, I haven't seen her today. There she is. Ha, speaking of the devil. Hello, good people. And a vampire. It's good to see you too. Freya. By the way, we were just talking about you. Really? What about me? I was just surprised that you weren't here. Is that how you pick up girls young enough to be your granddaughter? That won't work on me. I have no interest in flirting with you. I've got high standards, you know. You look so tired, Freya. Hard day at work. How could you tell? Call it werewolf senses. Right. I showed Mjolnir my drafts, and I actually got some good feedback. That's good to hear. That I could help. So spend the whole day rewriting stuff. and also did some stories for the paper. Overall, it was a good day. That's good to hear. But please don't forget to take a break. It's easy to get carried away by work when you're on a roll. Will do, sir. And speaking of hospitals, how's your hospital admitting life going? That's not even a word, Freya. Actually, I'm not even sure what you do there. It's pretty boring to talk about it. But mostly, I handle operational stuff happening in the hospital. Things like how much a specialist costs and how much it affects our income. Okay. I also deal with patients and their families. If they require intensive care, such as operations, I go through what we do and how much it would cost them. I see. Kinda like biz stuff for people's lives. You could say that. Dang, that sounds complicated and difficult. That's why I'm suited for my job. Someone who gets very emotional attached to patients would find this job pretty tough. Whereas heartless people like my friend here only see it from a business perspective. Good point. Why do people rarely talk about your kind of job? I guess most people don't really notice we exist or think about the necessity of it. Exactly. It's an interesting job, yet no one talks about it. Maybe because most admins are just like me. We rarely talk about work outside the hospital. Why? For me, I don't find any reason to. It's a patient's personal lives anyway. Such professionalism and loyalty. You should keep a hold of the mindset, especially in front of this lady here. You need to be a bit less loyal though. Hide. You've been doing this job for a while, right? Almost 50 years now. Okay. Whoa, I didn't know that. Wait, 50 years in the same position? Uh-huh. Holy. As for a promotion, man. They keep offering me new positions. Mostly managerial. I mean, fair enough, I guess. Take it. No, I'm not interested. Why? It's not something I want. Besides, as I've told you before, I've fit perfectly in this position. But the salary must be better if you take the promotion, right? Of course. But what I get at the moment is more than enough for me right now. And I still get raises while I'm doing the job. I really can't figure you out. That's a gala for you. Anyway, my shift's starting soon. It was nice catching up with both of you. Are you going to stay, Hyde? Yeah, I'm still enjoying the vibes here. Then I'll see you in a few weeks, I guess. Yep. Safe trip. See you around, Mulek. And you, Freya. See you. Take care on your way. You know, it's kinda hard to believe. Someone like Gala could be your best friend. We were just talking about that before you arrived. Really? Man, I missed an interesting story. So how did you guys meet? Seriously, I have to retell the story? Yes. Come on, you're not going anywhere, right? Alright then. We met in this place, back when it was a bar. I'm guessing next day? No, okay. Whoa. I never knew Gala used to be in the army. I mean, he's got a build for it, to be on the front line. Still though, why did he make the jump from this, how should I say it, a very physical job, to medic? He's not comfortable talking about it right now. But you know why, right? Are you trying to squeeze the story out of me? Obviously. He doesn't want to talk about it. That's him, not you. Seriously, Freya? Come on. I won't get into details, but going to war? It messes with your head. Oh. You see why Gala doesn't want to talk about it, huh? I don't get it, but it must be difficult, especially back then. The only thing he was confident in was his strength. So he only did work that relied on his muscle. That wouldn't help him get over his trauma, though, right? Of course not. But it was the only thing he could do. Or at least, it's the only thing he thought he could do. But you hired him for his muscle? Hey, I didn't know about all this at the time. Besides, he's good at being a bodyguard. And we weren't that close yet. So, no personal feelings. I needed the strength. But then I got to be interested in him. Interested. I think he's a cool person. That's all. And after a few months, I noticed this problem. I noticed he talks about it with someone. Oh, I suggested, not noticed. I see. Seek help, which he refused. No surprise there. But I kind of pushed him to do it. How? It's complicated. Eventually, he did go to get professional help. Of course, I have no idea what happened in his therapy sessions. But in the end, he found a new purpose in his life. He quit working for me. And not so long after that, he started working at a hospital. And he's been Spacesuit Man. Good evening, everyone. Oh boy. Oh, his light changes? It's nice to see you again. We are also glad to see you, Barista. By the way, I didn't catch your name the last time you visited. Do you have a name? Name? We sure have. On Earth, people call us Neil. We are all friends. Hello, everyone. Oh, I think I got everyone on the Tomodachi. Oh, we gotta hide. Favorite things, the fact I've been told... Okay, the fact I've been blood sober for 10 years now. Okay. Blood is sober. Okay. What I'm doing with my life. Currently a model. Past a stock trader, entrepreneur, venture capitalist. Right. Neil. Neil. Yes, Neil. Is that your real name? Oh, of course not. Due to the nature of our communication, we do not really need trivial things like names to interact. But from what we have learned here, it seems like the name Neil has a lot of associations with Earthlings' effort in intergalactic exploration. Is this a reference to the moon? Maybe? That would be cool. Ah, I get what you mean. Well, probably not actually. No, probably not. I believe we did not meet the last time we were here. I saw you from afar when you left the coffee shop a few days ago. So hello, my name is Freya. You could say I'm a regular here. And you, sir? Hide. You come here often, hide. For someone who doesn't live in Seattle? Yeah. Oh, you're not from around here. Neither are we. Where do you come from? Far away. By far away, you mean a few dozen miles or more? More. Much more. More to the point that your strange calculation system means nothing. That sounds far away indeed. What do you do in Seattle? And do all your kind dress like this? Oh, this? We chose this appearance based on an image we saw when we first arrived. Image. Ah, the Army Gendru album cover. No wonder you look familiar. As for what we were doing, this place is... The thing is dressed up like an album covered. Okay, fair enough. This place is really the perfect spot to practice our communication skills with Earthlings. But before that, please let us order something from the barista. What do you want to drink tonight? Does he get a straw? The usual. That is how you say it, yes? Yes. So anything. Yes, you won't be able to taste the difference anyway. You really can't taste anything? Yes. What if I can brew a drink that can make you feel something? Interesting premise. but we doubt you will be able to do that. Challenge accepted. Please surprise us. Oh. So we gotta make something disgusting? No. Maybe something sweet? A brain freeze, maybe. Maybe? Hmm. There we go. This drink sounds disgusting, but it might work. A lemon mint milk. Okay, that actually sounds fine. A cup of anything is ready for you. Thank you. What the... Interesting. What are you doing? Drinking? That's how they drink. Oh boy. You're one interesting person. Thank you. That was a compliment, yes? Normally, yes. But you can't be so sure with Freya. That definitely was the highest form of compliment. What are you, Neil? Us? We are travelers. Doing our job in the space you call Milky Way. What kind of job? Actually, I kinda like that. Hold on. Hey. Thanks, Spoon. We are tasked with the mission to spread our seeds. Okay. Neil is getting 2. Thanks, Neil. You really are here to find a date. All that way from a galaxy far, far away. Wow. It turns out perfs exist everywhere in the universe. Sorry guys, I need to do some things. Ah. Feeling attacked, old man. Not really. You have a valid point. We do not understand. But we are glad if we can make you laugh. Oh, the pleasure was mine. If I may ask, why do you have to breed with us? We are sorry, but that is classified information. Oh man. Well, how's the mission going so far? We cannot say it is going well. I'm not surprised. With how quirky and unique you are, not many women can handle that. Could you handle them though? Me? I don't know, what do you think? You're a pretty adventurous girl. I wouldn't be surprised if you decided to go on a date. Or maybe go further if it got you a good story. Oh, you're not offended by that? Not in the slightest. You're wrong though. I'd go on a date with them. But I don't like to sleep around. Really? To be honest, I didn't expect that. Yeah, I get it a lot. People often mistake me for someone who gets around a lot. Excuse me, miss. From what we gather, doesn't mean you're willing to breed with us in exchange for our stories. Okay. I like to say this guy has good quotes. Wow. No wonder your mission isn't going well. I don't mind going out with you for a drink or dinner in exchange for stories, but I'll only sleep with someone I'm serious about. But our mission is serious. It's not that. You either have to be my boyfriend or husband if you want to sleep with me. We have heard of those terms before. Let us check them once again. This is very strange. According to what we found, many Earthlings made with one person exclusively for their entire lives. Yes, that's called commitment. Such a strange concept. Then why with such rules do you still face overpopulation problems? Right. Now that you mention it, we don't have enough control of ourselves. And those in charge also don't have enough control of us. Not to mention, some races live for a very, very long time. Yeah, especially in this story, vampires live forever, werewolves live very long. The oceanic people, apparently they have families of 100 or more. So yeah, it's gonna happen. So even though there are rules about having kids, and they can be very strictly enforced, a lot of people still break them. We know Earthlings boast around the concept of free will, but we thought your kind also love the concept of restraint and taking care of the planet. At least that's what we gathered from your information network. Theoretically, that should be the case. But Earthlings are stupid. That's the easiest way to put it. We learned so much today. But we have another question from Miss Freya. Escaway. How can we become your husband? First of all, I would suggest going step by step. Most of the time, you start by dating. Boyfriends or girlfriends, you know? Before you talk about marriage. Not all Earthlings. Cats are not stupid. Cats are amazing. What about cat people? Or... where are they? Like, we know 2 cat people. We have Henry. And we have Rachel. And yes, Henry is Rachel's father. But they're like a... what were they called? Not cat people. Neko. Something with Neko, I guess. So, how can we become your boyfriend? You could start by asking her whether she's actually single. Understood. So, Miss Freya, are you still single? Yeah, I am. Do you want to be our girlfriend? Now, the path to starting to date varies between people, but usually it takes some time before you want to commit yourself to someone. Wow. The breeding process on Earth is surely extremely complicated. It can be easier if you're a smooth talker. Smooth talker? Someone good at communicating with others. That would be really challenging for us. Even after all that, making kids is still in a totally different league. Most women prefer it if their male partners wear condoms. Condoms. It's something you wear to prevent pregnancy. Why would you do that? Why would you do the mating ritual if you do not want to have offspring? Pleasure. All this information is too much to process in one evening. So we talked about using condoms, but how do your kind have sex? Like, seeing how you drink. A condom might be something you can't use at all. That's true. How do you do it? We are pretty flexible with that, but we cannot tell you the details, unless we agree to the mating ritual. That sounds scary. No, you, Mr. David. I don't want to imagine how it's done. Oh, you do not need to worry. We will not hurt anyone physically or mentally. Okay. Yeah, I'm not so sure about that. Especially the mental part. We did our research, and we tried it on the testing object we made. To have a blow-up doll, but it was proven. The mental capacity of Earthlings is far more complicated than anything else on Earth, sir. Oh, we did not know that. Being born on Earth sounds very difficult. It is. I have to agree with that. Anyway, thank you so much for the information you have given us tonight. It means a lot for our mission. We have to report our findings to the base. How will you proceed with your mission with this newfound information? We are not sure yet. It is yet to be discussed after all. It was really nice talking with you. With all of you. You're welcome. We are up now. Bye. Take care on your way, sir. I like Mr. Alien. You beat a cup of joe, though. Nice. That was really something. Indeed. You saw the first time they came here was for a date, right? Yeah, but their date never came. And then they mistook Miss Myrtle for their date. The game developer work. Well, I dread to think of how that went. It was pretty awkward. But you can't be angry at such naivety. I guess so. By the way, has that young woman been back since I spoke with her last time? You mean Miss Lua? Yeah, her. I was showing some concern now, are we? I'm just curious. No, I haven't seen her since then. But her boyfriend did come a few days ago. And Freya was being pretty nosy, to the point that Mr. Gala joined the discussion. My. You really have a knack for starting trouble. Sadly, I have to agree with that. It's not easy to make Gala join a random conversation. Unless it really piques his interest. Or it annoys him. I don't know how to react to that. Well, I need to catch your flight to Seoul tomorrow. He's leaving? Oh, maybe he comes back. Oh, you're leaving Seattle so soon? It's only for a week or so. I'll be back here sooner than you know. Okay. Oh well, it will be a peaceful week then. Anyway, I need to get going as well. Thank you for letting me stay here without ordering anything. Huh, I didn't even notice that. You really don't care about the business. She didn't order anything, but she did attract people to the coffee shop. That's one way to put it. Anyway, Freya, do you want to share a cab? Thanks, but I'm riding my bike. Alright then, see you around. Take care on your way, folks. The music is great in this game. Gingerbread coffee. Brown sugar to satisfy the cookie monster. I want that. Wow, Mr. David, how is Don't Starve? Wednesday, September 30th. Okay. Protests arrive over government treatment of Atlantic immigrants. That looks horrible. Dwarven-made cars. Okay. Face challenge against an unexpected competitor. The Mother Earth organization fights to save more forests. Hi, Hopes. Welcome in, welcome in. Welcome. Good evening, sir. Hello. I'm from the Federal Immigration Regulation and Enforcement Division. Okay. Or FIRE for short. Nice. I would love to work at FIRE. That sounds really fun. How may I help you? We've heard a report of alien sightings in this area. We take the issue of illegal interstellar immigration seriously. Have you seen any creatures you would consider to be alien in nature? I don't think so. Well, what should I be looking for? What's the alien look like? We're not 100% sure yet. But according to some eyewitnesses, it's wearing a spacesuit. Uh-oh. Or something similar. How are you doing today, Hopes? It was good. I'm not good enough for Moose Zero though. I gotta get 400 hours in the game. Ah yeah, that makes sense. That's a pretty eye-catching outfit. You think an illegal alien would try to blend in better, right? To avoid attention, you know? That is a very good point. In fact, there might be a solid possibility that we have been running around after false testimonies. Sure. They are superior creatures after all. Thank you for the help. If you see any suspicious activities, please contact us through our website. Will do, sir. You don't want to drink anything before leaving? We're good. Take care on your way. Fire is a danger to us. Or at least to our people that are buying stuff. You really need to be more careful, O'Neill. Aqua and the orc lady. Good evening, Muyok. Yo. Hello, Miss Aqua, Miss Myrtle. Have you both been somewhere together? We planned to meet here. It's just a coincidence we arrived at the same time. Would you like to order anything? Do you want to order first? Nah, you go first. Okay. Can I have a cup of green tea with a lot of mint? A green tea with mint. Dat should do the trick. Marrakesh. Your drink's ready. Oh, this looks really fresh. I call this Marrakesh, inspired by its origin. Marrakesh in Morocco? I heard the people there really love the tea. Let's give this a try then. Oh my, it's warm but very refreshing. No wonder Morocco is often associated with tea. How about you, Miss Myrtle? Do you want to order right away? Sure. I'll have teterik. We did brew that before. Fresh and healthy drink from Morocco. Teterik. Oh, maybe we did not. Huh? Well, give me some more info. Shit. I think she asked about this before and we had it wrong, and now she's asking for it again. No. I might do the cheat. We'll see. Whoa. I think that's it. Die lie. Let me try 2 more times. Or 1 more time, actually. Let's try green tea with 2 gingers. This should be something, I think. No. Give me David. DT milk, I see, okay. Warm, cool, and bitter. Teterik. Huh? Is there anything wrong? No. It's better than I thought it would be, actually. The taste is really authentic. Just like the teterik you get in Southeast Asia. Thank you for the compliment. Where did you learn to make this? I traveled around Southeast Asia a few years ago. So you learned about it in Malaysia. Yes, and from videos on the internet. So, how are things going in the office? As usual, tiring. But thanks to you and your team, we've made some good progress with a problem we've been stuck on for a while. I'm glad I could be of help. It's not every day our research can have an impact as direct as this. Only a few weeks after publication, no less. The thing is, even with your help, we still need to do a ridiculous amount of overtime to make sure the game will be available for the holiday season. Oh, I want to say please don't forget to rest, but I'm sure it won't be that easy for you and the team. Ha, as if those executives care about us. Overtime is not mandatory, they'll say. Please see your family, get some rest. But we all know that optional overtime is a passive-aggressive move. We'll stay longer in the office anyway. Because if you go home earlier than the others, you'll feel bad for them. You'll feel guilty. I understand that so much. I hate to admit it, but yeah, it's guilt. I wish I could help you, or at least say something to boost your morale. Sadly, I'm not the right person to give you advice about that. For guilt is something that also bothers me a lot. Even for things I shouldn't feel guilty about. And you know what makes it worse? I know the state of the industry, but it still saddens me to realize that my favorite series was born out of such sacrifice. I'm sorry I ruined the mood for everyone. Don't worry about it, Aqua. I'm not a butt off, you know. At least the company gives us decent compensation, healthcare, bonuses and so on. And we're already used to this, so don't worry about me, okay? Getting used to unhealthy working conditions shouldn't be a norm. Hey, cheer up. Remember, your research helps us out a lot. Tentacles on the Lady Ayo? Yeah, there's some weird cards in this. But I was already like, yeah, David's gonna like this character. Of course. What do we have? Myrtle. Game programmer working on Full Metal Conflict series. That's it? That's what you give us? Okay. Tea with milk mixed by pouring the two repeatedly between cups. Originally from Malaysia. Thanks to you, the rest of the development is going to be much easier. How's your game going, by the way? Actually, I have some good news about it. What is it? The game got approved to be showcased at Max West this year. That's a really good news. Congrats. Thank you. So what's the problem then? I haven't confirmed my attendance to the organizer. Why? Confirm it fast. Before they give your spot to another indie. I'm just not sure about it. What's stopping you? Cost? The booth is free for indies. That's good then, and the event's even in Seattle. You don't need to spend anything on travel or accommodation. It's a golden ticket. But I'm not that confident. You passed the selection process, right? That should be enough validation to reassure you of the game's quality. If I'm not mistaken, the judges are usually prolific people in the industry. And also senior journalists. I know, but I've told you about my game, right? It's pretty non-traditional. And thousands of people will be visiting Max, expecting Full Metal Conflict and other bigger games. Every game has its own market, you know. And you'll be in the indie area. People know what to expect there. Gamers aren't stupid. What if some haters visit the booth? What if they don't like my game and say bad things about it? Or about me? That's not gonna happen. It's an expo, not the internet. People are way nicer in real life. Even after all that, I'll still be there by myself for the whole event. That one is a problem, yeah. Meeting that many people is already scary enough. Doing it for 4 days straight? Show my baby to the public? I just can't imagine the horror. Myrtle is gonna join. You know what? Huh? So far my schedule is pretty empty around then. If things stay that way until Max, I'll come with you. E? That's a good letter, Aqua. Thank you. No, you don't have to do that. Even if you're free. You shouldn't waste your time on me. Relax or something. Nah, it's no bother. I'll be going to the event anyway. Might as well come with an exhibitor badge. What about your company's booth? Don't worry about it. There are 100 of us. I can just ask my lead to skip this year. But I'm coming with you. Whether you like it or not. Oh, okay. Good. Now, what are you going to show the game on? I'll have a laptop and a smartphone. Is the expo build ready? Expo build? You're not planning to showcase a full version, right? That's the plan? Don't. I can give you the guidelines on what to have for the expo build. Do you have the game with you now? It's on my phone? I can send you the build now if you want. Do so. Okay. Got it. Now let's see. Is that Freya? No. It's Rachel. Hello, Miss Rachel. I'm Jolek. What's wrong? Huh? Nothing. I've just been practicing all day and I'm pretty tired. Are you having a concert soon? Don't tell anyone yet, I'll be announcing it tomorrow. But I'm going to perform at Coachella next week. Okay. They're still adding new performers? Yeah, you might say that those announced this late are backups. Oh. But it's still the biggest festival in the country. Yes. And I'm excited for it. I think I should celebrate with a special drink, something sweet. What do you want to order? A sweet hot chocolate. Is that special from a normal? It is special hot chocolate. I don't want to add honey to it. Or maybe I do. It is very sweet now, yes. I can only test 2 more times? Your sweet hot chocolate is ready. Thank you. How is it? Not bad. It's not special, but it's enough. Please don't hesitate to call me if you need anything else. Thanks. Other than the instruction on the loading screen, try putting a time limit on how long they can play. Why? Wouldn't that break their immersion? Probably, but in case there's a good reaction to it, you might have people lining up to play your game. Don't want them to make them wait too long. That makes sense. If you don't want to put a time limit on it, try ending the demo on a cliffhanger. That should get people's attention. Noted. That's right. No, that's okay. Dad? What are you doing here? After what you did at the studio this evening, I was worried. I couldn't find you anywhere around the studio, so I thought you'd be here. But we can not just limit ourselves to this place. Hey guys, and now you're causing another ruckus. We're sorry, Mjolnir. We didn't mean to cause you any problems. You are sorry. I don't have anything to be sorry for. Well, anyway, I better order something. What are you having, sir? What would you recommend? Might I suggest a cup of Spanish Sahara? Oh, what is that? I don't know. It's basically hot chocolate with milk and ginger. Sounds delicious. Hot chocolate, milk, ginger. Hot chocolate, milk, ginger. Okay. Spanish Sahara. Your drink is ready, sir. My. This is amazing. Glad you liked it. Dad. Yes. Please just go home after you finish your drink. Not until you leave that good-for-nothing pervert. I need him. He's going to help me become more successful. I know Morris. He is not a good person. The industry has changed, Dad. It's not like 20 years ago. Besides, since you left, he's been growing his brand, making his name. Managing a lot of stars so they become superstars. I still have my informant in the industry. He hasn't changed much. And even if he has, it wasn't for the better. You're just being paranoid. First, you were afraid of how my fans would treat me. Now you're afraid of the industry too. What's next? You lock me in the house because you're afraid of the air I'm breathing? You're just too young to understand. Then make me understand, because this is definitely not helping. There are better ways. Didn't you learn anything from Mom? You were together for almost 15 years, but you learned nothing. Not even how to talk to your own daughter. Rachel, I'm sorry, but I'm trying, okay? Try harder, because right now, you're not helping anyone. Not me, not you, no one. I know. But give me a chance. You know what? It will take time for me to learn. But I am learning. Or, you know, I could return to the industry. I could try to be your manager. Dad, are you out of your mind? You've been out of touch for so long. I told you, I have informants there. It's not that I'm out of touch. Of course, there are things I'd need to figure out, but it doesn't work that way, Dad. You know what? Going from a girl band to a solo career won't be easy. If I take things slow, I'll lose all my momentum. If you don't want me to be your manager, can you at least choose someone other than Morris? I don't think so. Mr. Lester is at the height of his career now. He's my best chance right now. Don't be too paranoid, okay? I've made my decision. Now please go home. Relax. And don't ever come to the studio again. I'm going back there. I need to practice for the festival. It's only a few days away. And it's a big chance to boost my presence as a solo artist. When are you going to be home? I don't know, Dad. I'll be staying at the hotel the label provided. But that's... See you, Dad. Wait, Rachel. Excuse me for a moment, Munich. And he gone. Music enthusiast and father. Hi there, I'm Rachel, Florencia. You might have seen me on your screen singing, dancing, or modeling. Working on a new album, especially for you right now. Okay. Warm and cozy, just like a day in Barcelona. I'm sorry about what just happened. You don't have to apologize. Yeah, we were busy minding our own business anyway. What? You didn't hear their argument, Myrtle? Of course I heard them. I just chose to ignore most of it. It's none of my business, is it? That's amazing. What's so amazing about that? I don't think I can do that. The fighting and focusing attention so completely. Especially when there's an argument like that. Are you saying you weren't listening to my advice and you were focusing on them instead? No, I was listening. I made notes. See? You didn't even realize. But you're capable of focusing your attention. Now that you mention it, it happened naturally, I guess. Being born into a big family, it's useful after all. Yeah, sometimes you don't even realize what we're capable of doing. By the way, you want to head back now? Yeah, it's pretty late. Yo, Mjolnir, we're leaving. Hope you had a good time. No Freya today. Thank you for the drinks as usual. Please take care on your way home. Never mind. I guess it's all for to... Freya? No. Mr. Henry. Oh, you're back, Mr. Henry. Are you alright, sir? Sir? Oh. Yes, yes. Please don't worry about me. Did you manage to catch up with Miss Rachel? No. I lost her. I'm sorry to hear that. But I'm sure she's alright. I hope you're right. By the way, pardon me for asking, but... throughout your argument with Miss Rachel, something kept bugging me. What's that? Why did you leave the music industry? Ha. Now that's a trip down memory lane. You don't have to tell me if it makes you uncomfortable. Oh no, it's fine. I left around 20 years ago, just as we were welcoming the beginning of a new millennium. It was a great time for girl bands, you know? They were huge in the 90s. And they were still enjoying the leftover sensation of the last decade. I met my wife while working. She worked for a record label. That's how we met. I decided to get married and settle down. I wanted a peaceful life. You didn't find peace managing girl bands? Oh gosh, no. The politics, the dark side of the industry, none of it's good. But what hit me hardest was the fans. Toxic fans are the worst. The teenage girls especially. They were crazy about their idols. To the point where they started doing really unimaginable stuff. Spending all their money trying to copy the superstar lifestyle, abandoning their responsibilities, their families. And the men, they were even worse. They sexualized the girls in every way you could possibly imagine. Edited photos, stalking, outright sexual assault. It was before the internet, mind you. I mean, the internet existed, but it wasn't as mainstream as it is now. I wasn't even the target of the abuse, but it haunted me. It was everywhere. Don't talk to me about peace. I couldn't sleep back then. Not getting enough sleep is dangerous for cats. Okay. What do you do for a living now? I didn't expect a sentence like that. After we got married, my wife and I opened a record store. It's not big, but we have a very specific audience. We're niche, but we love it. But they love us for it. It's more than enough for our little family. You said you're still in touch with your friends in the music industry. They visit my place from time to time. And we all meet up at least once a year. Usually it's at my place. Gosh, look at the time. I should go home too. And you're going to be alright by yourself? Don't worry about me. I'm an old cat. We're stronger than most people think. See you later, Mulek. And sorry for bringing our fight to your place. Don't worry about it. Alright then, goodbye. Yeah, no Freya. Interesting. October 1st. Coachella organizer reminds parents not to allow their children to attend unsupervised. Werewolf? Okay. Rachel Florencia confirmed to perform at Coachella. Gal Neyman and Maruku Arakami to collaborate for a new IP. Oh, those names sound familiar. Those were game developers, I guess? 3 more days, maybe. 4 if you count this one. Sorry, we're not open yet. Oh, Neil. You've come very early today. Is there anything I can help you with? There's definitely something you can do. What is it? Can we work here? Excuse me? What? Is it possible for us to work here? Why? We have learned something precious since we first arrived here. Communication is very important on Earth. And Earthlings communicate in a very complicated way. It blows our mind to learn that you need to mix between verbal and non-verbal communication here. Yes, but I can see that your communication skills improved an awful lot since you arrived. That is true. But it is not enough. Some of the biggest lessons about Earthlings we have learned them here. This made us think. Instead of focusing on finding a breeding partner, we should focus on how to communicate with Earthlings properly. It sounds like a good strategy. That's why we ask you to allow us to work here. Because you want to interact with our customers? That is correct. I'm not sure about this. Neil, normally if you're applying for a job on Earth, you have to go through certain processes before you finally get a job, if you get it at all. Oh, let me think this over if you don't mind. And I'll let you know tomorrow. Oh no. We are sorry for our spontaneity. But it has to be today. May I know why? Because we are leaving for an event tomorrow. Okay. Okay. Thank you. But with one condition. You won't be making any drinks. I'll handle that. Once I'm done, you will give the cup to the customer. Understood. There are other things you need to keep in mind. What is that? Dealing with the customers. Some people come here just to chill. They might come just for a drink, work, or to read something. I strongly suggest you let them be. But always be prepared if they want to talk about anything. How can we know whether people want to be left alone or not? That won't be easy. But you'll be able to judge based on their body language. Non-verbal signs? Yes. That will be very hard for us. Indeed. Don't worry. I'll give you a sign. When you should start talking. Or when you should stop. This is gonna go horribly. We will need that so much. Well, that's basically all you need to do here. Do we need a special outfit to do the job? No, not really. I'll lend you an apron though. To help you keep your suit clean. And to differentiate you from the customers. You don't really need more differentiation. But it will make you look more legit for the job. That is a very Earthling thing to do. It is. Alright then. Are you ready for this? We are. Okay. Let's start the night. Welcome. Holy wow. What the hell is happening? Good evening, Miss Freya. Hey Mjolik, what's going on here? Well, Neil is working here tonight. And I thought I was the one who brought bad news. I never thought this place would be ground zero for an alien invasion. Aha, it's not that. Neil is just helping out. You never look like someone who needs help. There are a few things to clarify, Miss Freya. Firstly, our mission was never about conquering Earth. In fact, it is the other way around. Second, judging from the situation, we are actually the person who is getting help from the barista, not the other way around. We have learned some things since we arrived, and we came to a conclusion. Before starting another breeding mission, we should learn more about how Earthlings communicate. We thought this place was the best place to learn. And you just agreed to this, on one condition. I make the drinks. Neil will only be here to serve and communicate. What's in it for you then? What? You're helping them here. What do you get in return? Now that you mention it, if there's anything you want from us, please do not hesitate to ask. Don't mention it. Well, maybe you can be my next story. I can write an article about your work here. Freya, if I still need to write for the paper again. What happened? The chief found out. Oh. Is that why you didn't come yesterday? Yes. How did you find out? You remember my fateful meeting with the higher-up in the elevator? Yes. The same thing happened with my chief. They met each other in the lifts, and the higher-up mentioned our encounter to her. The chief called me into her office, and things went downhill from there. She realized immediately that was the reason for my poor performance lately. She didn't like it, of course. Sorry to hear that. What are you going to do now? Write the goddamn novel, I guess. And after that? Hope it sells well. If not, I don't know. We do not understand what is really happening, Miss Freya. But we feel the immense sadness and frustration you feel. How about a warm cup of drink? It is on the house. Huh? You allowed to do that? We will pay for the drink. Okay. No, it's okay. It's on the house. That was a nice thing to do, Neil. That was the best thing to do, according to our senses. It was. So what do you want to drink, Miss Freya? Your favorite. Our favorite? Anything. I trust you with the decision. Like, this is what she drinks. Oh, I love that it's Neil. Yeah, that's good. Here's your drink. Especially crafted by the owner of this coffee shop. Well, who else is gonna brew it? Thank you so much for this. I always wondered why your place only served hot drinks, but today I might have an idea why. How far along are you with the novel? I can prepare the draft in a few days, I think. Now that I don't really need to care about other deadlines. And if I manage to infuse some coffee and creativity into my blood, that sounds doable. I'm curious. It's still by Freya though. Maybe tomorrow it's not. Even without the caffeine infusion. Excuse me, Miss Freya. We've learned extensively about Earthlings' bodies, about all the races, and we do not think infusing your blood with coffee would be advisable. I'm sorry, Neil. I'm not really in the mood for this sort of conversation. It was just... Neil. Freya wasn't serious about infusing herself with coffee. Oh. We are glad to hear that then. That was a figure of speech, Neil. We have heard about that term. It is still very hard to understand your language. It will always be hard. Languages will keep on changing. Understood. At least we are here now to learn the basics of how Earthlings communicate. Miss Freya, if you may ask. How fast do you write? Not fast enough, apparently. But do you have numbers? Numbers? How many words do you produce per day? I don't think I have an exact number. But full time? I should be able to write between 300 and 500 words per day. That's a lot. That's raw. After that I still need to edit it. I usually end up with about half of what I originally wrote. According to research, the standard number of words for the thing you need to write is about 50 and 100,000. That's right. But for this draft, I don't need to write that much. That is pleasant information to hear. How many words do you need to write? Let's see. I think it should be around 15,000 words. That's pretty big for a pitch draft. Well, it's GRA Media, the biggest publisher around. If you count based on the number of words, it seems like you will be able to achieve your target easily. I bitch. Writing isn't only about words, Neil. It requires things outside of mere word count. If you only judge writers by their ability to write a large number of words, then we wouldn't have poetry or short stories. That is pretty hard to understand. But we learned beforehand that art is a difficult matter, even for Earthlings. Yep. Earthlings seem to have a fascination for things which are hard to understand, from languages to arts. Right again. But you're not that wrong about writing, you know? Word count is one of the few things you can objectively judge a story by. It's not the most important thing, but it's still up there. So it is still a valid parameter. Definitely. Cool. That didn't sound like you at all, Neil. I guess you really are learning something on Earth. Did it do the thing? Oh, another guest. Good evening, Miss Myrtle. Why the heck is he here? She's considering leaving, you can just see it. I won't even ask. Except for one thing. Who's making the drinks? I'm still the one responsible for that. Good. Coffee with a little bit of ginger, please. With a little bit of ginger. Alrighty. Yeah, Dubruk. Your order is ready. Not bad, thanks. You're welcome. What brings you here today, Miss Myrtle? Psst, Neil, some people come to the coffee shop just to sit without being disturbed. Oh, that definitely seems to fit Miss Myrtle's visits here. Actually, I'm not here to just sit without being disturbed. Ah? Pardon us. I was just training in how to talk with the customers here. I can see that. You're still trying to get laid. Oh. No, we are not. We are tasked with learning how Earthlings communicate with each other. Yeah, that's a step in the right direction. One suggestion? If you want to blend in with us, stop using such formal language. Start talking the way we talk. Start listening the way we listen. Which essentially is not really listening at all. That would be very difficult to achieve. But we will try, step by step. One small step for you, maybe one giant leap for your kind. That was nicely said, Miss Freya. By the way, Miss Myrtle, now that we know you're not here for your usual activities, are you here for someone then? Yeah. Oh, it's Aqua. Uh-huh. What's the occasion? No special occasion. It's just... There she is. You can hear her to the splash splash splash. I'm sorry, I'm late. I was supposed to leave early, but... Oh. What is this? What is happening here? What a sentence. I already told the barista to call the cops when he's here. Call the cops when he's... he was going to breed here. I like that. Good sentence. Quite a good sentence, thank you. Where's Mjolnir? Miss Aqua, please relax. I'm here. So she called the fire department. Oh, you're safe. Yes, everything is fine. Okay. Please let me take a breath. Here, please drink this water. Okay. Feeling better now. Yes, I'm sorry. It is alright, Miss Aqua. Everyone has been surprised to see me here. What are you doing here anyway? We're starting to think that we might need to make a recording for the answer to this. You don't have to tell me if you don't want to. No problem, Miss Aqua. It is time for a break anyway. So here's the deal. That's really interesting. Very nice of you to do this, Mulek. Are we not gonna talk about how Aqua was the one to rat Space Guy out? But do you really think one day is enough to learn everything? Definitely not. But we do not want to disturb this place's business for any longer. Coachella. What? What are you going to do at Coachella? Are you going to a research? There are many breedings happening during Coachella. That is why we decided that the event will be our next target. Well, you're not wrong. But then you say the baby has to be born out of love. Yes, we noticed that. But we also noticed that we need to know a lot more about Earthlings, including the breeding manners. That's what we will study in Coachella. After that we will be very ready to breed with so many female Earthlings. I shouldn't say this, but hell, that sounds like the best plan you've had ever since you got here. We know. We also surprise ourselves. But please, Miss Freya, let's stop talking about our plan. We work here today. First, let us return to our spots behind the bar. So our discussion with Miss Myrtle was stopped abruptly. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. What are you two doing together? It's nothing. We're just friends, you know. We just want to hang out and talk about our work. We both work in the same fields, remember? Yes, that's it. I don't have that much experience in game development, you see. I thought your research was in computer graphics. Yes, but I've never made a game from scratch before. I was always bystander. So I've been asking Myrtle for feedback from time to time. Let's see. Favorite things, me time. What I'm doing with my life, as I've stated before, working on Full Metal Conflict series. She's not a lot about descriptions. Okay. Today I wanted to thank her directly, but she arrived first, so I couldn't buy her a drink. Never mind that. I'd refuse it anyway. But wait, if you want to thank her directly, does it mean you're done with the game? Excuse me, Miss Freya. It should be your, not your. Okay. Oh, so you are correcting my grammar now, huh? It was a slip of the tongue. Okay, I'm sorry. How did you even pick it up on that anyway? It's not like what I'm saying is written down anywhere. We just know. Back to you, Aqua. So you're done with the game. There's quite a lot of things I need to polish and fix, but players can enjoy the experience from start to finish. What kind of feedback do you give people for a video game? Depends on the game, but in Aqua's case, most of my advice was about the pacing control and UI UX. It must be fun to have finished working on your creation. It surely removed some of the weight on my chest. Just replace it with another weight. You mean there's still more to come after you're done? I'm not done with my book, but I just lost my job. And if I can't finish this draft on time, I'm done. And even after all that, if it doesn't sell well, I'm even more done. Doubly done. I'm sorry to hear that, Freya. But please be more confident. I'm even starting to doubt myself. I read some of your short stories, you know. After our first meeting, I subscribed to the Evening Whispers app. And then I read some of the stuff you wrote. They're really good, you know. Some of them are better than others, but still an enjoyable experience to read them. So I'm excited to check out your book once it's done. You're too kind, Aqua. What you're going through is more or less the same as what Myrtle's going through. So I'm sure you'll both be fine. You don't have to talk about it in front of other people. Oh my god, I'm sorry. Didn't mean to. It's just that sharing is caring, you know? Okay. Thanks for helping me share with other people. I really am sorry. I know, I said thanks already, right? But you put so much emphasis on share. That's sarcasm, you know. I know that. Aqua. Sorry if it sounded that way. But yeah, I kinda get what you're dealing with. Although it's a bit different for me. What's your problem? Burnout. I've been working on something for 2 years straight. but no one outside the office knows about it. And those who do don't seem to appreciate it at all. I thought Full Metal Conflict had a new game every 2 years. Yes. I don't really work on them. Not directly. So what do you work on? A secret project. I'll tell you under Friende. Alright, I'm not with the paper anymore anyway. I'm part of a special team. We're tasked with making a breakthrough in the studio. We need to be able to make a prototype for a new IP. Or worst case, another FMC game in a different genre. Isn't that a dream job for some people? Huh, that's what I thought at first. You're a writer, right? Imagine being a writer, but you can't publish anything you write. For years. That doesn't sound like a pleasant situation at all. My team has been making pitches, dozens of them, hundreds, thousands. Out of all those countless pitches, only a handful got approved for prototyping. And so far, none of the prototypes have been approved. There's only 7 of us on the team. The 7th samurai, that's what they said. So you haven't released anything for the last 2 years? Sometimes our team works to support others. When they're going through a crunch cycle. They need to hit an almost impossible target. We jump in. No wonder you folks were considered the 7th samurai. I guess, yeah. By the way, Myrtle, I just realized. Usually developers get a vacation time after finishing a project, right? More or less, yeah. When was the last time you had a vacation? Before I joined this company, I guess. That's like 4 years ago. Uh-huh. Dude, no wonder you're so burned out. Yes, that's why. You need a vacation. But I can't just take one. You can. In fact, you will do it tomorrow. But tomorrow is... I'm not done yet. You will take tomorrow, the day after, and another day off. But where should I go? Don't worry, I'll take care of that. You will. I'm going with you for this long weekend / vacation. What about Max Fest? It's not this weekend. Forget about it for now. Hey. Okay. But I can't do it tomorrow. How about starting Friday? It's still a long weekend to get away, right? Alright. Oh, I'm excited. Wow, you look like a different person. Really? I'm sorry. Don't be. Okay, settle then. I need to go home now. And prepare for a getaway. I'll come with you. To my apartment? Then we'll walk together to the bus stop. Just like last time. Oh. Okay then. Have fun, see you next week. Have fun. Take care there. May you find joy during your vacation. Oh, that's Neil. I see. Aren't you leaving? Okay. See you folks later. Vacation, huh? You definitely need one, Freya. I know. But not now. I've got to finish this draft first. As you have said before. You can do it, Miss Freya. Thanks, Neil. Anyway, are you going to close anytime soon? Depends. Why? I'm in the mood for some writing. Then please take your time. You sure? Do you want another drink to be going with? Soul House. Definitely won't say no. I think we'll call it here. I think there are 2 or 3 days left. Maybe. The Evening Whispers is with the people for stricter gun laws. Okay. New Healthier Fury sedative might be available sooner. An action video game, Rising Hell, blamed for violence in school. Interesting. Welcome. Okay. Let's leave that here. Let me check the... How do we go back? Oh, I see. The game progress is still the same. Huh. We'll see. Yeah, but so far I really like the game. We'll definitely be able to finish it. But for now, good night and see you next time.